Hey, thank you for joining me, Wendy Anderson, justbe.me. So what's been coming up for me recently, and I feel this may speak to you, it may not, use discernment, pick it up, leave it alone. You choose, you're the creator. So what's been coming up for me at the moment is kind of pain, kind of either side at the bottom of the spine, near the sacral area. Uh, some of you may be receiving it just on one side, some of you maybe get double dose and you may be feeling it on both sides. So very much to do with kind of reproductive system stuff as well. You may have tried, you may be a really good practiced healer and you've tried everything and nothing is working at the moment. So this is something, a clearing. It's in conjunction with the day of reckoning, so to speak, and karmic cleansing. So karmic cleansing of what we've done in every past life, karmic cleansing of what we've done in this life, and where we are in the now. So one question that is coming up subconsciously that you may not be aware of in this last portal of energy that we've had was, have I done enough? So if subconscious, and like I said, this is subconscious thought, it's not consciously. So these are almost trauma responses from the past, either from this life or a past life, and it even could be ancestral trauma from your parents, female line or the masculine line, either one. So you can speak to all of these lines, so past lives, present life, and ancestral healing. Speak to all of these, shall we say, energetic chains, because you hold a record in your DNA. And if you're holding a record in your DNA from past lives, this life, or ancestral trauma, of you are not enough, therefore you have not done enough, you'll feel it in these areas. That's an indication that you're feeling it. And the emotion when tested is shame, guilt. Shame and guilt for not doing enough. So if you are on this life path, you may have put your hand up before you incarnate to have some lessons around relationships, codependencies and families and narcissism. So it's just a reassurance from the higher self in that it was never your contract to heal families and relations. It was never your contract to do that. You are only here to heal self. And when we heal self, that energy expands and whoever is in our presence feels it. So in essence, we don't need to put the effort in for particularly family members. We just need to put the effort in for ourselves. So you may be feeling your usual practices of meditation, of yoga, of self-care and all those things. You just think, I haven't got the motivation or the energy to do it. The reason why you haven't got the motivation or the energy to do it is because you're not feeling worthy of receiving it and doing it for yourself and the effort in that you are putting in for yourself. So this is just an explanation of what could be going on at subconscious thoughts and beliefs level. Now we know that if we reprogram these thoughts and beliefs and we reprogram then therefore we can reprogram the actions also, the actions that are coming up in the body and our own kind of physical actions in life. So it's to reaffirm, I have done enough. I have done enough just being here in my unique vibration, essence, presence, energy is enough. Didn't have to do anything. It was me and my beingness, my energy that I've brought into this planet, and you will have brought energy into this planet from other civilizations. You know, part of you is switched on to the energy that you bring in from other civilizations that are not human. But when you have expressed that part of yourself, particularly in some of these family relationships, you have not been accepted, you have not been loved. And it's been very difficult to be the energy that you came in to be. So this is a karmic cleansing. If you are still around people in your life that are not supporting you and your expression of who you are and what you are, which is who you have come in to be, then it's okay for you to cut ties, to go do your own thing. And it's not necessarily kind of like, oh, screw you all guys, I'm off now. It's kind of like, it's not kind of that either. It's kind of, right, it's time to be you and do you. And you'll feel guilty for being that expression because of the programmed state of being that you've been in around certain people. So this is time to be you, and it's go with the beingness of however it is that you feel like you need to be. So being around these family members, you may feel like when you've wanted to be your expression, and it could be spiritual, it could be nature's child, it could be the magical child, it could be whatever you are bringing in your vibration, the healer, whatever it is in your expression. And even kind of like the beingness is sometimes doing nothing, the daydreamer, the meditator, and when you think about being in, say, the educational system, you're sat daydreaming, you're going to get a scolding or a board rubber, depending on how old you are, kind of thrown at you, or a piece of chalk, or wake up child, kind of thing. And it's kind of like, but that was so much nicer than what I'm experiencing here. So you will potentially be the one that will want to drift off into those other dimensions, and others have kind of had an energy of making it wrong. So this is the time now that anyone or anything around us that is making our expression feel wrong is part of the life path, is to walk away from it, to become a beautiful, unique expression that we have been incarnate to be. And if others don't like it, then that is really just tough luck. And it's on them, it's not on you, but you will have absorbed all that and you will have made it you. If it's coming up in the hip joints, so hip joints, when they come up, is the subconscious belief, I am unlovable. So you will have had to, your expression will have had to have been, in a way, you've had to show up against your authentic expression to be loved, feel safe, or accepted by certain family members, friends, whatever it is. So anyone that makes you feel your expression is long, so kind of like your desires, it's really tapping into what makes you you in your unique vibration. What makes you you? What do you enjoy? What do you love? Anyone that makes what your heart desires wrong, just, you can put a boundary up, and it's kind of like, do you know what? I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not playing into being what you need me to be anymore. Yes, showing up in this way is hugely brave and it is hugely courageous, because you will lose people. People will not love you anymore. People will not accept you anymore. But do you know what? If they can't love and accept you for just the way that you are turning up, then they do not deserve you in their lives. They are not worthy of you, is the essence of it. And because it's a conditional relationship, and you deserve an unconditional relationship, to be loved and accepted for exactly how authentically you need to be showing up right now. So even my t-shirt is kind of like almost, I'm just moving house, so I'm kind of like clearing everything, so I'm just in my scruffs. But this t-shirt is kind of like, I've just thought about it now, And there are many people, and there's many women that I've spoke to, that for years it's felt like a silent scream. Like you've wanted to show up in a certain way, like the goddess or the divine child or, you know, the nature spirit or whatever it is that you have come in to hold and to just be. And I'm going, oh, goosebumpy talking about this, so I know I'm hitting the nail on the head here. You will have been silent screaming with the people around you. It's time to open up your vocal cords, to open up your voice, to balance your thyroid, which will leave you exhausted if it is not balanced, to open it up and be your authentic expression that you are here to be. So brave. Yes, you will lose people around you, but do you know what? Once you tap into source energy, your team in highest light, you know, all of the people, all of your entourage in spirit or the other realms or dimensions, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't really matter. All of your other aspects of you, you literally can fill hotels, you know, with all this support that is around you. And every single one of those aspects of self or guides, whatever you want to call them, every single one of those has unconditional love for you without question. So it's although it feels really difficult and really crunchy to do the self-care at the moment, it still is a necessity and it still is a must. You are worth it. Keep doing it. Keep on with it. Put the right stuff in your body. Drink plenty of water. Sleep may be elusive. That's okay. If you are waking up between 3, 5, whatever time it is, use that time to kind of connect and meditate, because it will be in the nighttime, it's stillness. So sometimes it's easier to connect to your unconditional loved ones in those moments. So lots of big energies at the moment, but this is one that I'm personally experiencing. So if this speaks to some of you on this difficult path, then I just want to remind you in this video that all is well, you are okay, you are right where you should be, even with the self-doubt, with the I'm on love belief, so everything I've just spoken about, turn it into a positive. You are a creator being. That's what you are here to be. You are a creator being. I am lovable, no matter how it is that I'm turning up. I am lovable, even if I'm not saving people, if I'm just saving myself. I don't need to save everyone. So once we kind of clear this whole program of needing to save people as well, the new you, the new expression of you will be so much lighter, brighter, less jobs to do, more beingness, and you can literally step into the new you. So I feel kind of like there's going to be new roles coming out for us. So those that were the healers that are healed, there's new roles, don't worry. You know, you'll still have something to not to do here, but more to be here. And literally it's the less of the doingness and more in the beingness, really kind of coming into your authentic energy. And the authentic energy might not be all white and fluffy. You may need to serve some truths to certain people, and that's not easy to do, because as well they'll not like you for it. So you've got choice there. You can say something if you want, because you're becoming your unique expression. Not everyone can handle the truth, in the words of whoever from that film was. Not every... I can see his name, can't remember his name. I can see his face, can't remember his name. But you know what I'm... Not everyone can handle the truth. And not everyone can handle your truth of expression. Because if you've come in with unconditional love and love, then that's hard to look at for some people. So they'll want to dampen it. Because what you're doing is shining a light on their conditions. And they'll have conditions about how they're showing up. I love myself if I'm thin enough. I love myself if I'm this enough. I love myself if that enough. You've come in already knowing that you are enough. So if you're questioning now, have I turned up in this ascension, or my whole lifetime or whole lifetimes, have I done enough? The answer is yes, from your higher self. You have, because you are enough just in your beingness and presence being here. So forgive yourself for ever thinking that you haven't done enough. So I hope this speaks to many people, and I hope it lifts the heart, because it really is reconnecting to your soul. So enjoy your day, everyone. And I do love every single one of you unconditionally for the being of love and light that you are. But you know what? I don't have to be around every single person. I can choose. And that is how I love myself, and I protect my energy now. And this is just part of my life path. You might be on a different one, and that's okay. But this is how my higher self has guided me to deal with current energies, people, relationships and situations, to place the love in myself more, because I am worthy of unconditionally loving myself. So I can love myself unconditionally whether I turn up for people or whether I don't turn up for people. And if I can't turn up for other people because I'm simply not contracted to, which is family members, then I turn up for myself. But there will be a guilt and a shame around turning up for yourself, because there will be a dynamic that you've always turned up for them. So as soon as you step back and say, do you know what, I need to turn up for myself right now, as ferociously as I've turned up for you, they're kind of like going to go, I don't like this. You're going to get pushed back. It's inevitable. But you know what? Love yourself unconditionally for whatever it is that you need to say. So that's something else that's coming up now, is acceptance, more acceptance energy for everyone's unique expression. So we may be finding people, so, you know, there's kind of like this spiritual community where you've always got to be light and fluffy. And it's kind of like that takes the human element out of it. You know, we are here to learn. We are here to experience. We are not robots. We are sentient beings that feel. So kind of like saying certain emotions are not acceptable, then that is a very conditional way of turning up. So it's making it, if I'm feeling fearful, if I'm feeling angry, if I'm feeling aggrieved, if I'm feeling whatever it is, it's kind of like, look at those triggers, what's coming up right now, feel it, own it, accept it, forgive it, love it even. Can you do that? Can you love it? Whatever, however it is that you are turning up, my t-shirt, yeah, literally, however you are turning up in your authentic way of being. If you are wanting to scream, that silent scream that is now coming into manifestation of actually having tone to it, then so be it, lioness and lions out there, so be it. And if somebody doesn't like your expression, you know that that is a conditional relationship, not an unconditional relationship, because somebody will love you however you are expressing yourself, if they truly love you. And if they don't truly love you, it's not the relationship for you. You're worth more. So I leave those thoughts and love with you on your journey of honouring what it is to be beautifully human, authentic, sometimes broken, sometimes whole. You know, this is all part of what we are in now in the evolution of just what it is to be human. So honour wherever you are in just being human right now. You are enough. You've done enough. You are awesome. Don't never forget that. Okay? Take care.